Today is a special day because you won't see a review of an affordable gaming machine or thin and light notebook for everyday needs. No, you're here because you're either looking for an extremely powerful workstation or you just want to see the borders of mobile computing. Today we're testing the new ASUS ProArt Studiobook Pro 16 OLED W7600, which besides the cutting-edge performance, has unique features for all of you creators, renderers, and other hardworking people who can't make compromises with their workflow. So stick around for the review of this one-of-a-kind laptop. As its name suggests, this model's display uses the market-leading OLED technology, but that's not all. It's actually the world's first 16-inch 4K HDR screen, and it's really great. As you probably know, these panels have infinite contrast ratio thanks to their true blacks, comfortable viewing angles, and high maximum brightness. In addition to that, the one in the Studiobook Pro 16 also boasts high color accuracy and full coverage of the DCI-P3 color gamut for professional photo and video editing. Furthermore, the aspect ratio is 16:10, which gives you more vertical workspace, and that's useful for those who work with applications with a lot of menus. Of course, workstations aren't meant to rely on their integrated screens alone, so it was a nice surprise to see that ASUS has equipped the ProArt Studiobook Pro 16 OLED with the latest generation HDMI 2.1 port, which has enough bandwidth to pair your notebook with an external 8K monitor at 120 Hz refresh rate. Next to it, you'll also find a Thunderbolt 4 port, USB Type-C Gen 2, security lock slot, and a full-sized USB 3.2 Gen 2 port. The right side houses another USB 3.2 Gen 2 port, LAN port, audio jack, and the cherry on the top of the cake, an SD Express 7 card reader. It's ready for the fastest SD Express cards out there, supporting speeds of up to 985 megabytes per second. While the sides are pretty populated with I/O, ASUS has managed to keep the exterior stylish. Plus, it's well protected and actually meets the STD 810H military standard for durability. All design elements are minimalistic, even the logo is barely visible. And in order to keep it elegant and clean in the long run, there's a special anti-fingerprint nano coating. In other words, you could just focus on your work with your favorite software without any distractions. Speaking of software, Studiobook Pro 16 uses NVIDIA Studio drivers. Plus, the whole ProArt lineup is ISV certified, meaning that it has completed a comprehensive program of testing to ensure the highest level of stability in the most popular professional applications from Adobe, Autodesk, and others. And while stability is certainly very important for your work, so is comfort. We promised unique features, ASUS delivers. Check out the area just below the keyboard, and you'll see a physical rotary controller called ASUS Dial, which has been made especially for those who would take advantage of precise fingertip control in creative apps. Well, that's something we didn't know we needed, but now we do. It currently works with After Effects, Photoshop, Premiere, and Lightroom, but more apps are on the way. Next to it stands a 3-button touchpad, which could be a godsend for 3D designers who could use them to easily pan, rotate, or orbit. Plus, its surface supports up to 1024 pressure levels for use with a stylus. Of course, all that could make working with the Pro apps comfortable, but there's something else that is crucial for every workstation: performance. Well, here you have a choice between super fast and ultra fast. Studiobook Pro 16 OLED W7600 could be ordered with an Intel Xeon or Core i7 processor paired with NVIDIA RTX A5000 or A3000. We tested the Core i7 plus RTX A3000 variant, and in our tests, the CPU manages to sustain a frequency of 3.3 GHz for long loads such as video rendering. The RTX A3000 also uses its full potential while keeping its temperature below 80 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of 100% load. It looks like the cooling system in ASUS ProArt Studiobook Pro 16 OLED does its job well. It's called Ice Cool Pro, and it has two 102 aerofoil blade fans, the world's first to use more than 100 blades. 6 heat pipes help dissipate the heat out of the laptop. Yes, the cooling system is huge, but there's still space left for upgrade slots. Here we see two SODIMM slots for DDR4 memory, supporting the more reliable ECC type of RAM for up to 64 GB. As for the storage, there are two M.2 PCIe X4 slots with RAID mode support. One of them can work with the super-fast Gen 4 SSDs as well. If you're a professional, the ASUS ProArt Studiobook OLED W7600 is a laptop that's definitely worth your attention. Essentially, it's everything you might need, plus a bit more. You get maximum performance and unmatched software stability in a super durable body. And you'll be surprised with some nice additional features like the ASUS Dial, which will make your life easier. Or at least your workflow.